Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about the blueprint of a predator. I think, it's so important to really break this down a little more than we have in the community to paint a better picture so that, we can have an overall clearer, perception or understanding about how predators typically operate. Okay. Now, this channel does focus a lot on narcissistic abuse, and they are predators. hmm They are predators, and there's a general known cycle that people who are familiar with narcissistic abuse know about, and that is the love bomb, the devalue phase, and the discard. Okay. Now, in this video, I want to go deeper than that. Okay, so these are love bomb, devalue, and discard. That's very general. I want to go a little deeper here to give you basically 8 steps that are typically occurring. And that sounds like a lot. 8 steps, Lakia? Yeah. 8 steps that is typically occurring within this love bomb, devalue, and discard that is, breaking things down on a deeper level so that you're understanding how this is taking place on a deeper level, okay? Now, predators are all about exploitation, and you hear me say that word a lot on this channel. They're exploiting you typically for your emotional vulnerabilities, okay? So let's go ahead down this blueprint, guys, and I'm going to share with you the 8 steps that predators are doing when they are priming or, getting ready to victimize someone. Okay. And hopefully this can, bless someone on their journey, and they'll be able to either have the self-reflection for something that they've already experienced, or definitely be more mindful of anything to cross your path in the future. Okay. Make sure that you guys are sharing this video because, increasing our emotional maturity could save our lives. Okay. And it definitely can minimize and even prevent our experiences and exposure to abuse. All right. So the first thing that I have here on my list is they connect with you as a real person. The predator will start off, and this is how, of course, we can say they were a wolf in sheep clothing. This person connected with you as a real person. They put on that mask and they made themselves personable. They made themselves approachable. They made themselves, a people person with you. All right. So they connected, or they will try to connect with you as a real person. After they do this, they're going to engage your emotions, because while they're connecting with you, they certainly are reading you, and a lot of times we get confused because these people don't have empathy. We're thinking that they're void of understanding human emotions, and that's not the case. They actually do understand the human emotions. It's just they have a different moral compass, which we'll say is none. It's going against society standards of what we would consider fair and just or right and wrong. They find, or they place different values, almost the opposite value on things than we would place. So they're going to engage your emotions. And as they're connecting with you, they're picking up things that you're saying. They're reading your body language. And they're very receptive to your reactions, to what they're saying, to any personal information that, you're divulging and how you are feeling in the moment. They really need to pick up on that. Okay, so they're going to engage your emotions. Number 3, after they engage your emotions, they're going to share your feelings. I mean, how much more comfortable do we feel with someone who feels like they're on our side, who feels like they actually understand it and get it, who is sharing our feelings? You know, maybe you share a story, they make up a story similar to make it feel like, oh my gosh, like we're in the same boat. Oh, I understand that. I went through that as well. So they're going to share your feelings, and this is hopefully to help you draw nearer, closer to them, and start to drop your guard. Like, you know what? This person is like me. They get it. They actually understand it. And this isn't to say that this couldn't sincerely happen in your life from someone that's not a predator, but this is also what predators are doing. You know, and obviously when they're doing it, they're not doing it from a sincere place. Okay, so they're going to share your feelings as well, to feel like you guys are the same, to feel like you're on common ground. We're on the same page. Okay, so while they're doing that, it's to number 4, obtain your trust. You know, they're working now, of course, to obtain your trust. Like, wow, like this is a real person, number 1. You know, they're engaging with your emotions. They're paying attention. They're taking you all in. You're getting their undivided attention, right? And then this person is sharing my feelings. They understand me. They get me. Boom. Number 4. That can typically and usually lead to them obtaining your trust at that point. Okay? You're being emotionally vulnerable with them, and it feels safe to do that because they're welcoming, they're warm, they're wearing that mask and presenting to you that it's okay to do that. All right. So after they've obtained your emotional trust, or they've obtained your trust, it's going to be number 5, creating emotional dependency. So now, you know, they could have been putting mad time into you, where you've spent hours, and you know how the love bomb works. It's all these phone calls, text messaging nonstop all day, every day, and telling them your whole life story, telling them your deepest, darkest fears. You know, now a pattern is occurring as you're doing this day after day after day after day. You're getting used to talking to them. You know, maybe they are being very demanding with having that much more time with you, and it's taking you away from other things if your boundaries aren't strong, if, you know, you're getting caught up in this whole thing. So now you're used to talking to them. You're used to sharing with them. And you've told them delicate information, personal, private, intimate things. You know, there's an emotional dependency there. Like you've made yourself bare in front of somebody's eyes, and, you know, it's creating a feeling of intimacy there. So they're creating emotional dependency. You know, when they're starting to take up more and more of your time is filled with them, and you're getting used to that pattern day after day, emotional dependency is being created there, because you're going to feel it once they step away, once they've been dominating over so much of your time. Okay? So after number 5 of creating that emotional dependency, now number 6, they corrupt you. Now they can go in for the corruption. They know you inside and out. They've obtained your trust. you're emotionally depending on them. And then in other cases, when they've obtained your trust, it could be through other ways as well. I mean, emotionally first, because they understand the body follows the mind more than not. Yeah, that's how that typically works. But yeah, if they're financially strong, they're going to get you emotionally, then financially, depending on them, like they're going to get you in a whole bunch of different areas here. Okay, it could be physically, and then we're talking about sex here. So they're going to use everything in their toolbox. All right. So after you've emotionally depended on them, boom, now they go in for the corruption. Okay. The direct corruption is what I want to say here. Because indirectly and simultaneously and leading up to, they've been corrupting you the whole time. It just didn't feel like it because it's not obvious. It's not going to feel like corruption when someone is trying to connect with you as a person, engage your emotions, share your feelings, get closer with you, be intimate and have that trust build and be emotionally available to you. And they're giving you that image of it. It's not going to feel like they're corrupting you, but they actually are. But they're taking inventory first. But yeah, the corruption, this happens in so many ways. This can happen in so many ways. Obviously they're corrupting you as far as getting you to now do stuff. Now that you care and your feelings are all involved and you both have said you cared about each other, but really only you really mean what you're saying. So yeah, if you love me, if you care about me, you'll do this for me, you'll do that for me. They're corrupting you to do things that could be illegal. They're corrupting you to cross your own boundaries, to lower your boundaries, to have no boundaries. They're corrupting you to participate in things that you wouldn't do, maybe corrupting you sexually. Man, I was a virgin and I wasn't really ready, but this person is corrupting you and manipulating you to corrupt you this whole time. This is how predators work. Like someone could say, well, how did that criminal in jail get the CO to give them nudes of them, nude pictures of them? They did it just by that, connecting as a real person, engaging that CO's emotions, sharing the CO's feelings about whatever dramas or disappointments or things in their life, obtaining their trust, creating emotional dependency, and then corrupting. Now it gets to what they really want. Now that they've primed, now that they've marinated this person. Okay, now they're getting those pictures. All right, so then after they're able to corrupt you, bring you down into the darkness, get you to do something illegal, get you to do something immoral, get you to do stuff that cross your boundaries, get you to start getting ready for them to really drop their mask at that point. So then we're going to go to number 7. They're devaluing you for making that shift. Now you're devalued for actually taking that invitation. You're devalued for giving them the pictures. And the interesting thing about, when they corrupt you and to devalue, and they go into this devalue phase, they separate themselves from you. See, the whole time we're alike, we're together, blah, blah, blah. They make this unified thing, and now it's a line being drawn up. Now you're the bad one, you're the immoral one, you're over there, you're the bad guy, and I'm the good guy. I didn't force you to give me those pictures. I didn't tell you to do all of that in the pictures. Then they might even really try to manipulate it. Just because I said nude, it didn't have to be your body. I didn't really think you were going to do that. Wow, you really did it? You know, there's the devalue, and they want to shame, and they want to guilt. They want to cause that inner turmoil for you. But they got what they wanted, right? So now they can do the number 8, discard you. Now it's a discard. I got what I wanted. You've served your purpose. Discard. And I didn't say a final discard, but a discard, meaning I don't need you for anything right now. I don't need you need to be bothered with you right now. I don't need to put that energy into you right now, because they need to do all of this with the next person that they need to get something from. So I'm not going to keep doing it with you right now. Like, I don't even want anything else from you. I got the pictures. I'll pretend like I'm not even going to, and they're using them and pretend like they're throwing them away. Or maybe, this is pretty interesting for a psychopath, it could have just been getting the pictures, not even to ever really use them, but to get you to give them the pictures. And that was satisfying, and that ended the game. Poop, I got the pictures. It only took a week. So they just getting the pictures was the supply. But then, down the line, they need something else. We're going to go back to number 1. And now it's going to be reconnect as a real person after being a monster, of course. After, not having any compassion. After putting that person through distress. They're going to try to reconnect, re-engage the emotions, share those feelings again to obtain their trust and create emotional dependency to corrupt all over again to suit whatever the real agenda was for them, trying to reconnect and then devaluing them and then discard. All right, guys, so I wanted to break down this to you guys, and I hope that is helping someone really understand how the predators are. This is a great video, and I hope that, everyone on that has subscribed and more are able to view this and listen to this content. All right, it's going to help somebody out there understand and be forewarned. All right. There's a lot of beautiful people in the world, though. I want to definitely make sure I say that. But there are some dark people as well, guys, all right? And you come to a channel like this, and you're going to be ready for them. You're going to see them coming a mile away. You're going to know what box to put them in. And you're going to be empowered, okay? So if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. Over 600 videos here to help increase your emotional maturity, to help you understand narcissistic abuse, to help you with your shadow work on yourself, just help you understand psychology generally speaking, okay? I do always tell everyone to be lifelong learners. Nobody knows it all. All right? So, take what you can from this channel to help you on your journey and share it with others. Great ways to support the channel is to always hit that like button. It helps push the content into YouTube world. Also, I do offer one-on-one coaching for anyone that is struggling with their interpersonal relationships, struggling in their career, struggling to reach goals, struggling with healing from narcissistic abuse, anything. I help people with all types of things. I'm a general life coach, guys. You can go to my website, lakiacrawford.com, to schedule your appointment. I do voice calls, I do Skypes, I do FaceTimes, I do email coaching because writing is very therapeutic. I know because I've written 4 books, guys, and I encourage you guys to check them out, and they will bless you. They are just, if you love this video and this channel, you're definitely going to love the books. They're available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. Just look up my author name, Lakia Crawford, but there's a link below in the description as well. You can get ebook and hard copies, or you can go to my website and get signed copies. As you can see below, the channel does have some Ting Spree merch. So definitely help promote and support the channel and simultaneously making your statement against narcissistic abuse. On my website, guys, I have no Narc Zone merchandise as well that you can check out. All right. I have a Patreon, which is a monthly support to the work that I do here on the channel. If you would like to support the work that I do here on the channel and get some excellent perks back for doing so, go ahead and join me over on Patreon. And thank you for those of you who are already doing so. Your monthly supports help to create videos like this. With that being said, guys, I have two support groups, a private support group on Facebook and a public support group on Facebook for narcissistic abuse or NPD awareness. All right. Both of those links are below the video. You can join both support groups, either or, whatever works out for you. Okay. With that being said, guys, what do I say at the end of all of my videos? Never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. And until next time, please take care.